going to talk today about your dog coming to you, your dog walking on a loose leash, and basic obedience. We're going to start with a recall, your dog coming to you. How many of your dogs do not come to you 100% of the time in a super distracting area, like the worst area? Most of you. Your dog does? Good. Some? Okay. This is for 100% recall. That is the goal. Here's the things you have to understand about recall. The first stages of recall, and I have 3 steps to it. One is you have to give, the Ca has to hit a high note. Dogs hear high notes. I'm not going to use Poggy's name because he's well trained and he's going to respond to everything, and then I'm not going to reinforce him because I'm talking. You have to say, Prince, come. You guys hear that? The pop of the Ca. You got to do that, and you have to give them a place to go. So watch my hand. Poggy, come. And he should touch your hand and give a treat. Okay, does that make sense? That is the first step in recall. You have to train them what's expected of them. Poggy, come, extend the hand, he comes, he gets treats. Positive reinforcement. If he doesn't come, I would have reeled Poggy's little behind in, and I would have still extended the hand, and I probably would have still given him a treat. Second step, long leash, 20-foot leash. I don't like 40-foot leashes, and I don't like 10-foot long leashes. They sell these right over there. We want to train your dogs learn helplessness. In the positive reinforcement community, learned helplessness is a bad word. It shouldn't be a bad word, especially for recall. Let's say he's smelling around. Zeke, come. Zeke goes, no. I'm doing my thing, Mom. No, you're not. Give him a little correction on a long leash. Doesn't hurt him. This thing's basically stretchy. It's so long. Then you reel him in. And when he gets to you, if it's one of your first times asking a recall from 15 feet away, you give him a treat. If it's your 20th time, we're over the treats, you're ending up here. Lastly, go get method. You have done the leash training. The dog understands what come means. The dog, you have done this, and the dog is now off leash, running away from you, even though you've done your work here. They know what's being asked. So guess what they're doing? They're going, I'm not going to you, lady. And you're going, okay. And you head out after them. And you get them. And you bring them back, and they feel your strength in your arm, and you bring them back to where they asked from, and you tell them, sit. And they feel your strength, because you are stronger than your dog. You are stronger than your dog. You are. You are definitely stronger than your dog. You are stronger than your dog. Okay, so recall with Jelly Bean. By the way, these are great treats. These are awesome treats. These Kahoots treats, smoked beef, they're soft and stinky. That's all I care about in a treat. Okay, Jelly Bean gets into something. Okay, I would just cruise around with Jelly Bean. Jelly Bean, come! Yes, and treat. I said, Jelly Bean, come. Jelly Bean said no. I said, I corrected. Jelly Bean said no again. I corrected. Jelly Bean looked at me. I gave the hand signal, and I reinforced. I would just do this all day. I would just walk around. Jelly Bean, come. Jelly Bean came pretty good, but it wasn't perfect. This is an adult dog. We're not asking twice. The 8-week-old, it's 8 weeks, but 6-month-old, I'll ask twice. Food is the best reinforcer because they can eat it quickly and ready for more. It's good. Okay, food's good. I am not a trainer, like many or most trainers out there, that holds the dog next to me and is constantly doing this, and then they learn. I want to say, go. Make your choices in life. Children, dogs, there are consequences to your choices. Dog leaves, I stop, I give a little downside correction. Train the dog that the leash means something. So what I do, the board and train or in people's homes or anything, is I'll just stand there, good, and I will reinforce the heck out of the dog on a loose leash. Get out of the habit of standing like this. Whether you're walking down the aisle at Kahoots and looking at the stuff, get out of this habit. Oh, some nice bed. You are just training the dog that the most comfortable position is to be on a tight leash. Oh, that's a good boy. Oh, it is the best boy. Oh, look at me again, reinforce. That's the first thing. How are you gonna go in the big world if Indy can't even pay attention in this Kahoots or in your home? Put the leash on, your dog just takes you to the door. That's the first loose leash walking thing is, you don't pull me anywhere. Then he corrected himself. Does this make sense? Get out of this habit and get into, make your choices in life. Oh, still within criteria. And not within criteria. Loosen it up. Bring it back, loosen it up. He's a smart dog. Okay, now we're in my living room. I've literally gotten one step. I took one step, Indy said, I'm leaving. Now, Indy's with me. Now we'll take a couple steps towards the door. Oh, Indy's leaving. We're not going anywhere, Indy. Beckman's doorway method. Release your dog out the door. Let him fly out the door if he wants to fly out the door. You are then stopping, correcting, and going back into your house. The same thinking that is, I'm gonna fly out this door while on a leash. It's on a leash. He should know what this leash means, but he doesn't. Flies out the door is the same thinking when he says, I wanna jump on the counter, I wanna jump on that guest, and I wanna pull towards that dog. It's the doorway method, and it sets the tone for the whole walk. Sets the tone for life, in my opinion. What's his name? Millhouse. Millhouse. You're the best boy. You're the best boy in the world. Stay. So I'm going to teach you stay real quick. Treat. Repeat the stay command. Stay. Treat. You got to be heavy on the stay. Okay, early on. Stay. Treat. Sit. Stay. Is the no. He did something wrong. I'll still give him a treat, but I'm just letting him know that's wrong. Stay. You're on the street doing this. And back. Give him a treat. Don't even do this in your house. You don't have to do it on the street. No house. Stay. Don't worry about your dad. Stay. Walk away a little bit. Right back where he was. That's the key to a stay, you guys. He will 1 foot his way right up to me. Stay. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you again. It's good to see you. Why? I'm sorry, I have saliva on my hands. I really am sorry about that. That was gross. Stay. Why did I do that to her? I want you guys to seriously answer this. Why did I just shake her hand? As a distraction. You got to start doing this stuff. Stay. Am I looking at her and going, hi, how are you? No, because if Millhouse gets up, I got to step on his leash, or your dog's going to never learn. Stay. Stay and never learn. You got to step on that leash. Learn helplessness. Okay, so I use it for a couple things. Learn helplessness that he's going to stay, but I'm going to also be nice guy and give this guy tons of treats for it. Does this make sense? Oh, beautiful. You were so good, Millhouse. You were such a good boy. Whose dog do they not think is going to stay? Whose dog is like this young, unruly? So this is Jane. This is what I do. I push him back, and then I release. And I push him back, and I release. Stay. Hey, wiggle, warm it up. Sit. Stay. Stay. Have I taken my eyes off this dog? Stay. Okay, go to your mommy and daddy. Do you think that little fight that you guys were kind of bored with, going, what is he doing, was worth it or not worth it? It was totally worth it. All right, leave it. Dog's on leash. Oh, drop it. Yes.
She's got she likes to eat things.
Leave it and drop it are different. Drop it is open your mouth and let the thing out of it. Leave it is take your eyes off the thing. So I would walk and I'd say, Prince, leave it. Hear that leave it was a little different. It was like a little poppier. And Prince is going to go, what the heck did you just, I don't even know what that meant. Like, it was just a weird sounding thing. And he's going to look at me and I'm going to treat him. So he just heard leave it and he got a treat for it. And he started to go, okay, I know what that means. Then we're going to walk and he's going to go to something I don't want, a dog or something, or eventually a sock. And you're going to go, leave it. He's going to see how loud it is. Then you're going to treat him. So that's the positive reinforcement way to train leave it. Drop it is different. Dog has a ball in its mouth, squeaker in its mouth, buy a squeaker to use, and then they have the thing in their mouth. You walk up and you say, drop it, and you put this treat right there. And they go, well, I can't chew on this ball and eat this treat at the same time. So they open their mouth. I say yes, which is a marker. So their mouth opens, I say yes, and I give them a treat. Then I do it again. Drop it, treat my hand, they drop it, yes, give them a treat. Then, drop it, same cue, no treat. yes, good dog, or treat, then eventually drop it. And eventually, if you want, drop it. Can I use the Jelly Bean? Okay, ready guys? Let's act like Jelly Bean doesn't know down. I do a sit, I lure down, and treat. Open my hand. Okay, then I release. You watching? So all you're gonna do at home. Sit. Oh, Jelly Bean's too good. So you have your dog, you lure to the ground, plots.
Of course, she's not gonna do it now.
And sometimes they get tripped out because it's like, why does the guy have treats?
Yeah.
I already know it. Plots, treat. Then, okay, release. Now ready, no treat. Sit, plots. Then I can give the treat, get to do the behavior, then you are standing and you do it, then you are here and you do it, then you are here and you do it. That's fading out the cue, fading out the treats. Jesse, bed. Yes. Less help. I gave less help, I think. Ready? Why am I doing it the same circular motion every time? Bed. Yes. I didn't even have a lure because I want to keep it consistent. If I had that dog and the bed was right there, I would simply be like, bed. That's such a better cue because one, I trained it like this, or you probably did too, then you got to be like flowy. We've done loose leash walking, we've done recall, we've done a lot of basic obedience, down, stay, leave it, drop it. I hope this has been good, guys. I hope it's helped your dog. I try to get to every dog, maybe it's everyone, but thank you guys for coming. Thank you very much. I'll see you next one. Hopefully next month you all can show up again. Let's get the place back.